Have you ever just, stopped and thought about how absolutely wild it is to be alive? I mean, from the tiniest microbe to a giant blue whale, every living thing is this mind-bogglingly complex dance of reactions and processes, all driving toward one thing, staying alive. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this incredible performance and really get into how life, well, how it works. So let's start with a basic question. What's the real fundamental difference between a rock that can sit there unchanged for 1,000,000 years and a flower that actively, deliberately turns itself to face the sun? The answer isn't just about existing. It's about doing. It's all about action. And that right there is the key. Living things are defined by what they do. They're these dynamic, constantly adjusting systems. They react to the world around them, they grow, they need fuel, and they're always working to keep things stable on the inside. You can almost think of being alive as a nonstop series of challenges that have to be solved, every single second of every single day. So that's exactly how we're going to tackle this. We're going to look at life as this amazing set of solutions to some really fundamental problems. How do you get energy? How do you react to the world fast enough? And how do you get all your different parts to work together? Okay, first things first. The biggest, most basic problem of all, energy. You can think of every living thing as a tiny, intricate machine that absolutely needs fuel to run. Without energy, none of the other cool stuff can happen. So how on earth do living things solve this problem? Well, life basically came up with two brilliant strategies. On one team, you have the autotrophs. You can call them the producers. These are the master chefs of the natural world. We're talking plants, algae. They literally make their own food from scratch using the simplest ingredients. And then there's the rest of us, the heterotrophs, or the consumers. We can't cook for ourselves, so to speak, so we have to get our energy by eating other living things. And the producer's solution is it's genius. It's called photosynthesis. That green stuff in leaves, chlorophyll, acts like a zillion tiny solar panels, soaking up sunlight. That solar power is then used to literally rip water molecules apart. The oxygen gets released, which, hey, thanks for that. And the hydrogen gets combined with carbon dioxide from the air to make glucose. And that glucose, that simple sugar, is the high-energy fuel that powers the entire plant. Now, for us consumers, things are a little different. We had to get creative. The Holozoic way is the one we know best, eating solid food. But that's not the only game in town. You've got saprotrophs, like mushrooms and fungi, who are basically nature's cleanup crew, feasting on dead stuff. And then you have parasites, who take the ultimate shortcut and just steal nutrients directly from a living host. All totally different approaches to solving the exact same problem: how to get lunch. All right, so you've got your fuel. What's next? Well, you've got to deal with a world that's constantly changing. And sometimes it's pretty dangerous. To handle that, life developed this incredible, high-speed internal internet we call the nervous system. Let's see how it works. Come on, you know this feeling, right? You accidentally touch something super hot and your hand is already flying back before your brain even has a chance to go, ouch, hey, that was hot. That's not a superpower. It's an amazing built-in safety feature that's working faster than you can think. It's called the reflex arc, and it's basically your body's emergency autopilot. Here's the play-by-play. Receptors in your skin scream hot and fire off an electrical warning down a sensory nerve. But here's the clever part. That signal doesn't go all the way up to your brain for a committee meeting. No, it goes straight to your spinal cord, which acts like a local command center. The spinal cord immediately sends a command back down a motor nerve that says, pull away, now! Your muscle contracts and your hand is safe. It's an incredible shortcut that saves you from a serious burn. But look, not every problem in life can be solved with a lightning-fast reflex. What about the slow burn stuff? The long-term projects, like growing up, or managing your mood, or just handling your energy levels all day long. For that kind of body-wide coordination, you need a totally different kind of messaging system. And this is where you really see the genius of it all. Life uses two systems that work together perfectly. You've got the nervous system, which is like sending a text message. It's electrical, it's instantaneous, and it's over in a flash. But then you have the endocrine system. This is more like sending out a company-wide memo or letter. It uses chemical messengers called hormones that travel through the blood. It's slower, for sure, but the message spreads everywhere, and its effects can last for a really, really long time. And these hormones are running the show everywhere you look. In a plant, a hormone called auxin is what tells the stem to literally bend and grow toward the light from a window.
In us humans, the hormone insulin tells our cells to start absorbing sugar after we've eaten a meal. Growth hormone, well, that orchestrates the entire massive project of growing from a kid into an adult. These hormones are the body's wireless signals, coordinating all the big long-term jobs.
So, we've got a system for fuel and two amazing systems for communication. But the real magic, the part that's truly incredible, is how they all work together. They aren't separate. They're woven together into a seamless, beautiful symphony of survival. The classic fight-or-flight response is the perfect example. Imagine you're walking, and a car suddenly screeches around the corner. In a split second, your nervous system, your eyes and ears, perceives the threat. That electrical signal instantly triggers your endocrine system. Your adrenal gland dumps adrenaline into your bloodstream. And that chemical message tells the rest of your body to go on high alert. Your heart pounds, you breathe faster, your muscles get a jolt of energy. It's this perfect, coordinated 1-2 punch from both systems working in total harmony. So when you really step back and look at it, this is what life is. It's this continuous, elegant performance. It's a leaf quietly making sugar out of sunlight, and it's a hand yanking back from a flame in the blink of an eye. It's all part of the same show, a beautifully coordinated ballet of billions of tiny actions all working together. And that leaves us with a pretty mind-bending final thought. Right now, as you're sitting here, your body is running millions of these complex, automated programs. It's adjusting your body temperature, digesting your food, fighting off germs, all without you ever having to think about it. It's all on autopilot. So if you aren't consciously directing this whole elaborate show, who is?